Hey guys, Spray and Pray here, and welcome to the 12th episode of my Victoria 2 Let's Play as Scandinavia. We are kicking ass now, guys. We are getting into ourselves, building like huge armies now. We're becoming a real great power, I think, and I'm really excited. So, it's been a while since I played, so I've had a long time to reflect and, build a little bit of a strategy. And I'm going to turn... The music is way loud in my ears right now. Anyway... I've been able to devise some sort of strategy as to how I'm going to deal with this crisis coming up. First thing we're going to do is obviously we want to move our army strategically to deal with the invasion from Russia, because Russia is going to clearly come and try to bum rush us, because if you'll see here, France is probably going to be dealing with mostly the Russian... Oh, Russia and Austria are on that side, so this is going to be a really tough war. I mean, England is on our side, and they're pretty badass, but, France can check them, sort of, and, Prussia is going to be dealing with Austria, and Russia is going to have nothing else to do but come and knock on our door. So, I think the best thing we're going to do right now... Or, sorry, did I say Prussia? I meant Russia? I don't know. But, the best thing we can do is make ourselves a defensive line that hopefully we'll be able to maintain against these Russians. Perhaps even using our ships, I don't know. We have our ships in port right now, which is probably a good thing, because if we have them out in the water, they could get demolished, because, we are a great power. We're moving our military forward. We're going to have a great military soon, but that's just not right now. We're at 50 military power, which is really nice, but still. It's mostly our leaders that are making it so good. I think that's how all military power really works. Whatever, we have a lot of troops, as you'll see here. We have a lot in Africa, so I'm also... No, that's Spain, so... Yeah, we shouldn't really have to deal with much invasion in this area, so probably going to pretty largely ignore that. Let's move our artillery, though, just to match up here. What's the supply limit of this land? Is 22. The Third Army, though, is only taking up 18, so this artillery unit should have no problem hanging out there. I've learned a lot from playing EU4, and you guys might have noticed that. Don't worry about that if you love this series and you hate that one. This series is going to be unaffected by that. We're still going to be doing the same stuff, so don't worry about that. Now, in Colombia, it looks like we're also being influenced by... there's some influence going on with us being discredited here, where until... Oh, God. It looks like... It was the United Kingdom, I think we suspect. Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, I'd really like to sphere Colombia so we could build the Panama Canal, but I guess that's not going to happen. France took this area really fast. Tunisia. Usually, as you saw in my last episode, my USA series, I took that because it's nice and easy to get into Africa from there. But, I mean, we took Morocco instead, which is basically the same deal as for entrance into Africa-wise. Anyway... I have no idea what's wrong with this game because, like, I've been recording Europa Universalis, of course, and I get, like, 60 frames per second, and then I get, like, 30 frames per second recording all the time, and this game is just slow for some reason. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be, but I just hope it's not, like, my recording program's doing so. We'll see. Anyway, whatever, that's boring. Let's go ahead and unpause time, because I know you guys have been waiting for a while. Let's put it up to 3. We're going to lose a lot of money in the beginning here. I think one of the best things that I probably learned from Europa Universalis is that we should definitely drop our naval and our naval spending and stuff really low, because we can afford to. Now, since we're not at war, we don't need to have our guys' morale topped off, so we can make a lot more money every week just by having that happen. And we're not even losing anything. We're still going to be gaining military power because this is unaffected. If you'll notice, when we look at our budget here, it's really the military spending that affects how many more brigades you can get. This has nothing to do with that. That's just the morale of your navy and armies. So we can kick that up whenever we want, but for now we should keep it down because we're not at war, we're not using them. Which is a really awesome thing that I should have noticed earlier, and I can't believe it took me to play a whole new game to figure that out. And I'm going to take a look here through these different technologies because I really haven't had a long time to look. So I think what we should do is do associationism because it's one of the lower tiers. We could probably get something in army that's the same tier, which is way less points actually. So since we're going to be doing some sort of defense from Russia, I think what we should do is start researching some muzzle-loaded artillery, military plant, these things, as much as possible before machine guns and stuff. as we continue moving on into Africa. Oh, sweet. So we got a lot more defense for our forces, which is going to be awesome, because I guarantee you we're going to be doing a lot of defense as Sweden, because we can't really afford to attack Russia. Hopefully Russia will be too busy attacking Prussia. Although Prussia does have a fearsome military. Oh no. Here it comes. Alright. So it looks like it has dawned, the time has dawned on us, where we're going to actually have to bump up our land spending again. We're not going to move our naval unit spending, because obviously we're not going to be using our naval units in combat, so we don't need to pay for them. I would like to be able to move my administration up, but yeah, I don't think so. I'm just going to leave it back at 50% where it was, because, like I said, I don't want to worry about that. We're at war with Russia, France, Austria, and Greece. Poor us, but I mean, let's see what actually our war looks like. Our war... Oh no. Oh wait, whoa. Okay, good. We're on this side. I was like, oh god, no, they have more points. But we have more military strength, apparently. Because, you know, the UK is pretty badass. Hopefully their military strength is not tied up too much in other air locations in the world. For instance, here in the United States. What's the USA doing? How come they don't pick sides? I guess they get lucky, because they're... Whatever side they pick, they just have to pick whatever UK does, and they don't even have to worry about fighting. Us here, we gotta worry about stupid Russia coming in and bothering us. Alright. So it looks like Russia's starting to move on Ulsapa here. Why are we running? Excuse me. Do they not know? What? Are we hunting rebels or something? No. Okay. Let's move our men from this little island here back. Oh no, we should have done that earlier, because now their fleet can get us. Do they actually have a fleet? If this is all their fleet, then we can deal with that easily. We have a commerce raider that should take them out, but we would have to pay for our fleet. We'll see how this military does, and if we need reinforcements, we can always move our ships quickly. I'm sure Great Britain will come in here and smack the crap out of all their ships. That's just, you know, my dream. Please, Great Britain, save me. Okay. Here they come. We're already down to... Why are they retreating? I don't understand. Like, for Christ's sake, we need to reinforce so that we can win the freaking battle. Thank God, we're winning. Good, now retreat, you sons of bitches. Cool, we got some more permanent prestige. Thank you. Fantastic, we were gonna win this against... What? No, they're turning the tides on us? Oh, looks like Prussia's fighting, so we should at least get in and try to help them there. Come on, don't you dare. Don't you dare stick it out. Yes, good, we're still winning. Let's see. Fantastic, we won the battle. We got some more prestige, 2 prestige, whole 2 prestige from that. That's awesome. And they lost prestige, and they lost... What is this? I can't tell with it. I wish there was a tooltip. That's really annoying that there's not. Oh well. Okay, we won this battle here, but why are we always retreating? I don't even understand. Alright, so we've gone to fight and help in this sea battle as well. Can we pull that up? No, I want to pull up the battle. Okay, there we go. So this is a very confusing menu. I'm assuming this means we're winning because their current level of organization is almost down to 0. We'll probably break them soon. We're losing money. I guess that's for reinforcing our... It's probably because we lost a lot of men and we're probably reinforcing all of the guys that we lost. Alright, good. That's fine. We have 11,000. We can probably hold out a little bit until those guys are reinforced. But let's get our guys home, or at least in a position where they can help instead of just being useless on Gotland Island. Come on, you guys are so slow. It's rather embarrassing that... Oh yeah, I forgot we were going to try to take over Colombia. Causes belly generation decreased. Okay, that's fine. I hope we didn't send any ships over. No. Nope, we're good. They're allied with Mexico and Peru. We might not want to, we might want to cancel that Casus Belli, honestly. I think building the Panama Canal is not that much of a good, awesome thing. So let's just cancel that before we get any... I think we probably already got the infamy, like I said, guys. But I think it's just going to be a better option to not. Prussia is also fighting up there, so we're just going to reinforce them some more just to, you know, make certain that they win. And we can always just dock as quickly as possible before the I thought I saw a super fleet somewhere. Yeah, Prussia really has their hands full over there with Austria. It looks like they're mobilizing their poor. Oh no, we moved our ships, so no, fight. Come on, keep fighting. Ooh, look, oh, the Europeans, the British have come to save us as well. Fantastic. Now let's return to the Western Baltic Sea and, for real this time, get our men over there into Stockholm. Looks like there's a group of Russians attacking our north. We should be able to deal with them if we rally our troops all together. I would not be afraid to attack them if we get our full rally. And the supply limit should support most of this, or well, until we get up to here, it's going to be really terrible, but it's okay. Our first army has now made it onto the boats. Good for them. And here we go. Alright. Now, let's see, can we get our organization up somehow? We've merged these units. Let's split them up equally. And we will send one over here. I don't think 21,000 is enough to deal with them. I don't even think that... So let's move all these units northward. But we're going to have them follow each other, so they're never on one at the same time. So once this 21 stack gets to maybe around here or here, I'll tell them to go after. So let's just make sure that they got enough lead time so they're not going to be, you know, on top of each other, killing each other, getting attrition damage as much as we possibly can. Awesome, nitroglycerin. That's going to help our economy in this stupid war time that we're having to pay so much for. Why is this so bad? We can see here that we're paying for a lot of subsidies, which is not good. Can we drop our... what's this? Most of our spending is that's hurting us right now is on subsidies. So once we fix... let's look at our factories. I know I really am not in the mood to start closing these factories because there's so many people employed there, but I don't know. It's definitely this factory here, the machine parts factory. How dare they make... You know, the machine parts, I guess the industry is just very, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's probably why there's so much of like concern of how this is working. But I don't know. I just don't want to get taken over by Russia, please. All right, come on. Let's keep going. We're going to engage them. We have no research set. That's not good. Let's do army professionalism. Would not mind that morale boost. I mean, you know, once we stop fighting or whatever, I'm sure that the economy will right itself. All right. Now, why do these forces why are they automatically moving when I don't tell them to? I very much dislike this. Come hither. I demandeth thee. Come on. Everybody move on to the Russians here. Come on, get up there. For God's sake, you're letting them win. There we go. Alright, now we've got enough men. I swear, if we lose with 52,000 men. Alright, so we're good. We're really crushing these guys. I really just want to get enough men dead, like kill enough of them, that we can go retake our territory, maybe start invading them in the north, but because I think the Russians, how much military power do they honestly? 168. So somewhere they've got a bunch of regiments. So good, we sent them scurrying away. They're going to run to Torino. So we need to divide up our troops here. Let's we're going to retreat down to Umea, because it's got so much more supply limit, so we can have way more people stand there and not get hurt, or not have attrition, rather. So we're going to retreat for the time being. We've got something we can do to Colombia, so that's nice. Maybe while this is going on, oh, looks like we can do another thing to Holstein. Cool. We still got them like secure in our grasp, so I'm not worried about that really. But Colombia, I would like to increase my opinion. I think. Maybe decrease... Let's just increase our opinion in Colombia. Honestly, it can't hurt us. Alright. So good, we're going to be moving our troops down here. And there we go. The Russians are still running to Torino. They're really slow, I guess, because we really mopped them up. Good. We're almost out of money, which is going to be sad. Which is really sad, actually. So that bothers me. I wish we had more. Come on. Alright, so we need to figure out how to balance this budget. It looks like, first of all, we're paying a lot for our military, and second of all, we're paying a lot for these factories. Now, what we can do is, since it's wartime, let's go ahead and turn off subsidies. We're going to turn off all subsidies for right now. And just continue on here. We're going to make, hopefully we'll make some money, or at least not lose as much, because we need to, you know, stick it out until the end. It looks like it's making our economy, our tax income is actually dropping a lot from not doing any subsidies. So, I mean, I'm just really confused as to how we're supposed to maintain this, a positive amount of income when we're doing all this. I mean, we might have to just go ahead and say don't pay as much for the military, but I'm really sad that we have to do that. So, let's go back to the thing here, and we'll do subsidized factories. Alright, come on. Show me some green, thank you. Alright, so hopefully that'll let it balance out for a little bit, and then maybe we can afford to at least expel these. Yeah, they're running, so let's just have our troops move into Hammerfest and Hummerfest, whatever it's called. Yeah, Hammerfest. And we'll have them reclaim that territory. Hopefully the Russians don't come up with more units to respond to us, because I would, like, cry. I wish we could pay more for our, you know, our military, but like as you see here, we're paying lots of subsidies. We just can't handle it right now. We're losing lots of money still. I don't even understand why. Why is this going down? We were up to 216. It looks like it's got to regenerate from where we were. I'm assuming. Because of the fact that, you know, some people got unemployed when we decided to unsubsidize things. Battle of Hammerfest. Are you serious? They freaking killed us all there? 19,000 of them. And they're going down. Okay. Fine, I see how it is. Let's retreat down to... I can't believe they killed every single last one of us up there. That sucks. Let's retreat back to Stockholm. We can't really do anything about it, I guess, except for just hope that the war ends quickly. And since we're on that note, I'm going to drop down our thing to 0. Why are we paying so much subsidies? This is so stupid. Like, for God's sake, come on. We're paying nothing for our military. And you're going to be like this? God. The Reserve Corps. Oh, God. Army professionalism. Fantastic. Get some more morale, hopefully. I doubt that's going to really help us, honestly. But for right now, I mean, it really sucks that that we got into this crisis with Russia. Let's just see. How is this power war actually going? It seems to be going somewhat in our favor, so hopefully they'll set white peace eventually. It seems as though to get our war goal, we need to get just a little bit further, so... I mean, I'm sure we'll be okay with Russia, you know... Let's see, how fair is the war? Let's get these guys into port here in Stockholm, just so that we don't get those guys killed too. How goes the war? Is Italy joined the war? Oh yes, good. Italy has come to our aid, thank God. I think I forgot about them. The Ottoman Empire is also on our side, so that's probably what's distracting Russia the most. And they're also fighting the Russians over here. Yeah, Ottoman Empire is not doing so hot these days, as you know from if you've ever been in a history class. The French are doing battle with the... Wow, the French are doing battle with the Prussians, the UK, and the Italians all at once. You gotta give them some props. I mean, I know they're our enemy, but still, that's really some powerful crap that they're dealing with. How's Prussia doing against the Austrians and stuff? It seems the Prussians are doing some like real crazy crap against these Austrians. Look at them. I wonder if we could individually sue for peace. Can we get out of this somehow? Let's see. Who's the war leader of the Russian Empire? Propose peace. We cannot negotiate with peace. Okay. I guess not. Oh, please, dear Lord. They're up to 10% now. Come on, get up there and just declare peace or whatever. Yeah, it's probably them occupying us that's really hurting so much. Because Oh god, I can't believe this is so sad, guys. We were just about to be pretty awesome, and you know, this crisis thing's come along and they ruin everything. Alright, so what's this? Paper production output. Okay, that's cool. What did I put on here? Nationality. Oh. That's cool. But yeah, we can't afford our military right now because we're why are these subsidies? Oh! Thank God, the war is over. Sweet. Alright. Okay, we can go back to operations as usual now, guys. Thank God. The war has been... we won, I guess. Okay, good. There we go. I guess they settled on peace or something. The Russian ended their war with Italy to include humiliate Italy. The Russian Empire accepted peace offer from Italy. Acquire West Macedonia. Go to. Fine. West Macedonia? What? Let me look out here. Maybe that was this thing here? I have no clue what they took. Huh. Poor Italy. Oh well. I mean, at least we didn't lose any more men, thank God. That was really annoying that they took out like half of our military. Excellent. Commercial retailers, farming efficiency. Sweet. We now look at that, guys. Our factories are doing much better now that we're not at war. Thank God. At least we didn't have to take out any loans, you know? Our subsidies are near zero, so it looks like the war really took a lot out of us for, you know, subsidies wise. So I think it's even good now that we can probably bump up our administration to full. That's going to be giving us as many bureaucrats and as much taxes and stuff as possible. So our tax efficiency should go way up. Our tax efficiency is now 41%, so we're actually, you know, since we have it set at 95, it's really only 41%. Fantastic. We're making 100 pounds a week, which is like a day, I mean, which is fantastic, like amazing. I can't say fantastic enough because it's so awesome. Like I said, if I'm dumb, so I had my military, you know, paying for them, it's like to sit around, so if we don't have to actually do that. What I'm going to do, though, is turn it up to about this much, like as much as like 30%, because that seems to be what the other powers do, so maybe that's like the magic number if we want to deal with revolts and such. Now, do we have a revolt risk map? Yes, we do. There's a lot of revolt risk here in Humbergia, and let's see, what about in our own native Scandinavia and Greenland? No, there is absolutely no revolt risk up here. We are completely fine. Good. These map modes are very nice, as you'll see here, the administrative map mode. State administrative efficiency is poor in our colony, obviously, but fantastic over here and everywhere else. So that's good. We got military plans completed. Let's go back and see if there's any good, you know, commerce and stuff that we can do, because anything that can make our economy better right now we want to do, but we also want to keep our... Where's this? We wanted to do this one here. Reinforcement percentage, and yeah, let's do that, because that's going to be quick. Christiana does not have much militancy, so let's just stockpile that fish. So let's keep going. Is there any other good map modes we could look? Party loyalty. That's cool. Whoa, okay. So we can either gain 11 prestige or gain or lose military. I think we're going to go for this prestige, but we'll see here first. An archaeological excavation in one of the colonies has yielded fantastic results in the form of several artifacts. Tentatively dated to the late Paleolithic, the discovery promises to give us new insights into the ancient life and development of the era. The Scandinavian National Archaeology Society is hailing the discoveries as a breakthrough for Scandinavian archaeology. The artifacts obviously need to be put in a museum, but where should we put them? The Archaeological Society strongly argues in favor of Stockholm Museum of History, while others have hinted that it might be better to just put them in a local museum. Just display these baubles somewhere locally, and we can lose militancy, which I don't care because we have like no militancy, and I think I'd rather gain all this prestige and just a little bit of consciousness, for honestly. So let's do that. Fantastic. We've got we're gonna get a leg up hopefully on anything else. So the USA is helping Punjab against Afghanistan. There's a lot of wars going on. Polish liberation of East Glacia against Austria. The Russians are now fighting against Austria? Are you serious? They just got in a war together against me? Oh. So they're always going to beat up on me, then they go beat up on each other. Let me see how it is. So we need to build up our military now that we missed out on... Well, now that we lost all those men. I wish it would show us... Does it show us somewhere where we have all of our military? 0 war exhaustion. Yeah. What's our... I wish it would say how much we already have somewhere. Military. Okay. Let's see. Let's just select everything. Oh, well, we can't do that. Okay, here's our first army here. It looks like we've got a really good balance. Let's check here. Seems as though we have a nice balance here as well. So in Africa, I'm sure we have a nice balance. We should merge them. Oh, we've got a lot of artillery here in Africa. We need a bunch more infantry to help them. So if there's any infantry we build, it's in Africa. So let's see. Guards. Can we build any in Africa? No. But, so I guess no Africa right now, but we should build a balanced force here. And, well, we obviously want more infantry than everything else, but still, I think this is going to be the best. And then we'll build a dragoon and a cuirassier. Because, you know, they both are good at different things. Now, we're obviously going to lose a lot of money here because we're paying for all those supplies, but that should be easy. Now, I wonder if we could take Prussia, anything from Prussia. That would be nice. Okay, Colombia loves us still. Great Britain, however, is at 13.7, so they're going to be able to beat us to anything, so they'll probably knock us out. Holstein is this one, right? This one we already have. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually let Prussia knock us out of Holstein. So let's go to our diplomacy with Holstein here, and we're going to put that down to 0. Now when... Okay, excellent. We got mechanized mining. Now when the Prussians knock us out, what we're going to do is we're going to decrease their opinion to like nothing, basically, because I think we'll get to be able to use 2 on them. So as you'll see, we'll probably get removed as soon as they get up to 100. And that's not an issue, because I'm going to let you in on a little secret here, and we'll see how it happens in the next episode, but... Alright, come on. Knock me out of the sphere, or whatever. Hey, stop stealing my relation. Let's put it up to 2. Okay, there we go. Now we're out of their thing. What we're going to do is we're going to take Prussia. We're going to decrease Prussia to, like, nothing. Now they're back to cordial. And what we're going to do is start getting a casus belli to conquest Holstein, if we can. What we're going to do is, we don't have an alliance with them or anything, so we should just be able to justify war once we get our relations low enough. So, but we do need to keep our influence on them so that we can once again knock... Oh, Baden has gone bankrupt. Okay. I wish you could, this game, I like Europa Universalis because when you sue for peace, you can ask for different things than what you fabricated the claim and started the war for. Obviously, you take penalties, but in this game, it's like if you ask for something else, you're like a heretic or something. You can't possibly conquest something when you're only supposed to take 1 province or something, you know? I don't know, that's just my gripe for the day. Should probably build some navy as well, but at the moment, I think we should stick with what we got so far. These commerce raiders are really nice. They don't have as much attack, but they're like a lot. I think they're still better than man-o'-wars. Anyway, got ourselves a pretty penny here. So let's go ahead and invest in some of these projects we have. That furniture project probably should do good. We're going to try again, obviously, for finding the source of the Nile. There's no reason not to. We have plenty of money to finance the expedition, and there's no reason to lose the 25 prestige. And if we do end up actually finding it, that's just a great thing, you know? So let's go to our diplomacy here. We're going to decrease our relations with them. We need to get down to under 100, so while we also keep Prussia from doing anything. But we can just knock them down to neutral and we should be fine. So we can either gain liberal and get consciousness. All populations become in favor of healthcare and gain consciousness. Or we can gain a lot of militancy. So I think what we're going to do is just gain some liberal, because I don't mind actually having liberal. Well, one of the parties that I like to have in power is actually liberal, so that's not too bad. So let's do that. Okay. Good. One of the reasons why I really want to take over Holstein here is because look at how much population they have. They have like 100,000, and I mean that might not be much because at the moment we have about we have a very similar, like a very large population compared to them. As you'll see here, we have like 2 million, but still that would be like 0.2 more population to us. And if you look at the other great powers, the one thing that really separates us from them is the fact that they have a lot more population than us. So if we could get our population up, I think we'd be a lot more fearsome on the world stage here. Now what's wrong with the morale of our units? Why? Oh, okay, these are just being built, thank God. I was like, why are they hitting? I knew they should be like at 30% like we set them. Alright, fantastic. Now let's go ahead and get some more education efficiency, or let's look at these other things here. Cheap steel and self-automation, these things are very nice. So I think we should do cheap steel or perhaps steel railroad. Or organic chemistry. Let's do organic chemistry because I really would like to get the supply limit up for when we're moving in Africa, because as you'll see here in these areas they have absolutely zero supply limit. Oh, you have to actually select an army, sorry. They have 9 supply limit compared to like 22, which is like a real place. Still, just so you guys get an idea. Anyway, it's been like, you know, it's time for the end of the episode, guys. Sorry about that, but, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a cliffhanger. I hope we get to have our war with Holstein. I hope we absorb them nicely and everything works out. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Spray and pray out.